it's so I will say, as much as I don't agree with very many of the winners, I was very happy to see Anna Gunn win because I think Skylar, it's a fascinating. It's been a fascinating thing to see the Skylar hate, because I understand why people don't like her in the sense that if you like Walter White,
I was gonna say it's the whole Dexter thing
right.
too. Like if you're sympathizing with Walter, then
she is making his life difficult. Whereas if you understand that maybe Walter isn't the best guy in the world, you can kind of understand a little bit more as to why she's doing what she's doing.
The thing is, like, I really hope she wins again next year for the scene in last week's episode. That phone call,
can't imagine, or even her running on the
I know,
screen.
but the phone call, I think
her face was amazing.
Yeah, but I feel like that is something that you had to think about. Like the complexity in that phone call from both sides from Brian's side, from Anna's side.
We can analyze that for 3 hours.
I know, but I also think that's something that will go unnoticed by a lot of people because they're not going to think about it. They're not going to focus too hard on it. They're going to just, it was a phone call and he was saying some really horrible things and now I've moved on to this next scene. Like they don't break it down when especially if they're tasked with watching all of these things to nominate things. They're speeding through them. They're trying to get through them. It's almost a chore. And how much of it is them even looking at the screen versus multitasking and just listening? I admit I do that a lot. There are a lot of shows that if I have to watch for work, I have it on, I'm listening to it, I look up when something catches my eye, and if it doesn't catch my eye a lot, that's how I know it wasn't a good episode.
See, and I will say for shows like...
Not if I'm like full on reviewing the show, but
I will say for shows like Breaking Bad, like
I would never do that with Breaking Bad.
But for me, for instance, like I've, been up a good portion of today, and for me, I very much, as much as I am desperately terrified of being spoiled on the penultimate episode, because I'm still cranky about it last week.
But
I'm going to be cranky about it. But my thing is, like, I so desperately don't want to have the experience. I don't want to have me watching Breaking Bad and watching it in 10-minute bursts when I'm not transcribing.
Oh, right. It's a totally different viewing experience.
So I want to actually enjoy it. So after we finish this, maybe after I eat dinner.
You can eat dinner while you watch it.
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
And
it's true. It's a hard show.
Breaking Bad is literally the most stressful show on television.
But I eat my feelings, so I eat while I watch everything.
Yeah, I don't. It makes me literally, like, my heart race. It's amazing. But
so they got that right.
So, yeah.
At the Emmys.
And I will say, Anna winning was fantastic.
And then drama.
And then I will say, as much as I also would have kind of liked to see Homeland, because I think Homeland, despite what other people say, I actually liked a lot of season 2, and if they submitted Q&A, that was...
Yeah, but Q&A wasn't indicative of the whole season. So
no,
I do feel like it would have been kind of unfair if they got it for Q&A.
But I'm saying at the same time, if this is the way the system works...
I know, I'm just
that's
saying.
That's the way it is.
I'm just saying.
No, and it's like...
I'm kind of glad that it went to Breaking Bad because...
Right, Breaking Bad...
more consistent.
I don't actually know what episode of Breaking Bad submitted, or what episode.
No, but it was a more consistent season.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, it was a very, very good season, or half season, as the case may be.
Well, right.
But no, it was great because, as I said on Twitter, I don't think there is a more humble man who is as successful as Vince Gilligan is, because we know a lot of great people.
And that's the thing, they don't care about that.
No.
That's what's fascinating.
That's the thing.
They're not rewarding him for that. It's just nice that he's still there.
It's like, he was just, after, and this is not important to the scheme of things, but after he finished in the press conference with reporters, he took the time to say, thank you guys for all of your support, because there's no way we would have been here without you. It's like, you just want a freaking Emmy.
Yeah, you can tell us to go screw ourselves, and it would be
You're
okay.
Done.
Other people do that.
Right. I mean, it's like, and then Aaron Paul came to say, thank you guys so much. It's like, and Brian was so, even though Brian lost, he was very much saying that, the most important thing to me was that this happened. That this is what happened.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I understand, he's won several years.
Well, but not even that. Like,
no, but it's also
a way to honor everybody.
Right. He's like, this is for the crew and for the writers and for everyone who's been there the past 6 years. And it's very much a situation where, again, I've said this before and I've said this on Twitter, I came to this show late. I think it's actually one of the few shows that actually benefits from coming into it late, because it takes place over such a short period of time. But it's so great to kind of be here for this. I'm glad I was here for this versus catching up in 3 months, for instance, when it's all over. we totally derailed, but I just wanted to say, basically, half those nominations and winners really sucked, but at least you got Breaking Bad right.
Yeah,
So I
mean, it ended on a really high note. So I get it's like that whole Smash thing. Like you'll forget what came before if we end on a razzle dazzle or whatever the song said.
Oh, I'm still really sad that we lost my refresher comment.
Well, we can reshoot that one day. Anyway, that was our Emmy podcast.
I hope that made sense.
It did. It
I
did.
don't know if it
I'm
did.
Danielle at Danielle TBD.
I'm Marisa at Marisa Rothman.
And this was We Have Thoughts. And
Because we
we'll
do.
see you soon with lots more finales and some fall premieres and lots more thoughts.
Why finales? Oh,
Under
Breaking
the
Bad.
Dome.
And Under the Dome.
Breaking Bad.
I was like, it's September. You mean premieres? That's right.
I mean both.
She means
we're
both.
behind. We are terribly, terribly behind.
Guys, clearly there's some sleep deprivation. Have a great day.